Globes consist of two main types. One is refracting. What's the other?
Reflecting.
That is right. This is the team from Herzliah High School in St. Laurent. Kelly Spence. At their peak of popularity, who was the Beatles' drummer?
Ringo Starr.
Right. Wendy Templey. What are pyrotechnics?
People who set fires.
No, they're fireworks.
Oh.
Tim Colton. Name the present ruler of Yugoslavia.
Tito.
Yes. Ross Leslie. Name a famous West Coast Canadian artist interested mostly in Indian themes.
Emily Carr.
That is right. There's the team from Dorval High School. These two grade 11 teams are here to play the fourth game of the third league on Reach for the Top.
Reach for the Top, the game in which Montreal's brightest students show their knowledge and power of quick recall as they compete for scholarships, the CBC Trophy, and a trip to the national finals at Windsor, Ontario. All this on Reach for the Top. Hi, welcome to our game. I'm Mark Cote. Well, here we are, League 3, Game 4, Herzliah St going against Dorval High School, and we'll see them in action just a minute or so from now. I'd like to introduce our judges on the program, those who evaluate the answers we're given. They're both CEGEP teachers, and they are Arnie Greenberg and Bob Curries. And now, here's that man with all the questions, your host and quizmaster, Bob Cadman.
Thank you, Mark Cote. Thank you, everybody. Here's Mark Cote in the sartorial splendor with a new suit. Bob Curry, who's got new glasses. Arnie Greenberg's got a new toothache. What have I got? I've got a new fan club, apparently. Did you see that sign? How about that? Believe me, I won't play favorites. Anyway, best wishes and good luck to both the teams. Herzliah from St. Laurent and Dorval. Let's try them on news questions right now. These are open 10 points apiece. Name the premier of the People's Republic, Elliot Vizelle.
Joan Lai.
Joan Lai, who died recently. Name the former assistant Montreal police chief who was awarded $115,000, Brian Clark.
Pratt. No.
Pratt, no. At Dorval, $115,000 in back pay to him, Dorval. Wendy Tepley.
Delorier?
No. Pacifique Pax Plant. Of which troubled country is Carlos Arias Navarro, the prime, David Barron?
Angola.
No, the prime minister, Dorval. Kelly Spence.
Portugal.
Notice Spain. Which major Canadian retailer announced it's closing its mail order, David Barron?
Eaton's.
Eaton's. Name the world-famous British mystery writer and creator of Elliot Vizelle.
Dame Agatha Christie.
Agatha Christie, creator of Hercule Poirot. She died recently. And Hercule Poirot also died recently. Name the title of the book, Tim Colton.
Curtains.
Curtain, that's the book in which he died. Name the recent movie in which Poirot solved a murder, Elliot Vizelle.
Murder on the Orient Express.
That is right. And name the most famous female sleuth created by Agatha Christie, Wendy Tepley.
Miss Marple?
Miss Jane Marple is right. Score right now at the end of our news questions is Herzliah of St. Laurent 70, Dorval 50. We have to refer to St. Laurent when we speak of Herzliah High because there are two Herzliahs. This is the one in St. Laurent. This question is on world geography, about geographical high points. I'll name a mountain, which is the highest point on its continent. You tell me its location. Here we go. Mount Everest at 20, David Barron.
Asia.
Not the answer we want. At 29, Ross Leslie.
Tibet.
Tibet is one of the countries, that's what we wanted. The other is Nepal. Mount Aconcagua in South America rises to 22,834 feet. David Barron.
Chile.
No, what country, Dorval? Ross Leslie.
Peru.
No, it's Argentina. At 20,320 feet, the highest mountain in North America is Bradley Romoff.
Canada.
No, is Mount Tim Colton.
Mount McKinley.
Judges, that's not the answer we want anyway. We wanted the state for Mount McKinley. It's Alaska. Slightly lower at 19,300 and Bradley Romoff.
Mount Logan.
No, 19,340 feet. Mount Kibo, a peak of Kilimanjaro, tops every feature in Africa. In what country is Mount Ross Leslie?
Kenya.
No, it's Tanzania. So the score now is Herzliah St. Laurent 70, Dorval 60. Okay, now scramble for 5 points. Identify the title of a trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien in which Frodo, Elliot Vizell.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is right. All right, this team question now goes to Herzliah. 30 points possible, 10 points for each right answer. And this all has to do with Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings. On what hill was Frodo Baggins wounded by the Lord of the Nazgul? I look a trifle baffled. Want to try it? Elliot
Dark
Vizell.
Mountain.
No, it is Weathertop Hill. Name the king who gave the horse Shadowfax to Gandalf.
Thorin.
Yes, Elliot. What?
Thorian.
Judges? No, it's King Theoden of Rohan. And what was the destination in Middle-earth of the last riding of the Keeper of the Rings? Elliot Vizell.
In the mountain in Mordor where they were supposed to destroy the ring.
No, it's the Grey Havens. You have to really know those books to know those answers. All right, try a who am I question here. This is worth 40 points to start with, dropping 10 points with each clue I give you, and each team has one chance per clue. Here we go. I was born in the city of Chicago in the year 1901. I attended classes at the Chicago Academy of Fine Arts. During World War I, I served as an ambulance driver. Who am I? Elliot Vizell.
Hemingway.
No, Dorval. Want to try it? All right, second clue then. I worked in Kansas City, Missouri as a commercial artist, and it was there I first became involved in motion picture work. Try it. Anybody? Wendy Tepley.
Mr. Mayor?
No, Herzliah. Dave Barron.
Bing Crosby.
No, third clue. In 1923, I left for Hollywood to make my fortune. I created a cartoon character called Oswald the Elie Wiesel.
Walt Disney.
Yes, for 20 points. I don't think he was too sure of himself, but he was right. Makes a 95 Herzliah, 60 for Dorval. Here's a question on composers. No, we don't have time right now. And the score again, 95 Herzliah, 60 for Dorval. And we'll go on to our Sights and Sounds feature portion in just a moment. First, let's have a look at this.
I'm not out of breath. I'm just taking a little test to see how long my breath stays certs fresh, even after the candy's gone. I finished my certs a little while ago, but when I breathe in, I still feel that good, clean taste. And I know certs with Retsin is still at work keeping my breath fresh. Of course, there's still another test you might want to take.
Certs with Retsin. You can test its freshness even after the candy's gone.
Hi, I'm Wayne Grigsby.
And I'm Katie Malik.
And I am Bonham Carnival from Quebec City, inviting you to our 22nd Carnival. This year, we'll have the biggest ice palace we ever had, and also the finest parade.
And that's what we'll be bringing you Saturday, February 14th. That's St. Valentine's Night, right after Montreal tonight. Now watch this. 1, 2, 3.
Go!
That's called a step back. We'll see you then. Take care.
John A. Macdonald's National Dream.
Until the railroad is built to British Columbia and the Pacific, this dominion is a mere geographical expression.
A railway to the Pacific to bind Canada together. Thousands battling the terrain. Repeated fights in Parliament. John A. would be 70 when he saw his dream made real.
Watch Desperate Days tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. Okay, sharpen up your eyes and ears and your memories here because we have sights and sounds for you. These are open 10 points apiece. And first, you're going to see some entertainers with members of their family. Tell me who the stars are. Here's the first one. Elliot Vizell.
Bob Newhart.
Bob Newhart and his wife, yes. Who's this? Ross Leslie.
Lawrence Welk.
Lawrence Welk and his wife. And who's that, Ross?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's try the other team. Bradley Romoff.
Sophia Loren.
Sophia Loren is right, and her son. Who would that be? Brian Clark.
Patty Hearst.
No way. No, Dorval. Nobody knows. We wanted the man. That's Roy Orbison and his wife. Who's this lady? Elliot Vizell.
Carol Burnett.
Carol Burnett and her daughter. Either of these two. Either one. Both stars. David Barron.
Paul Newman.
Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward. You are right. Now the score, Herzliah 135, Dorval 70. Let's try you now for 10 points apiece on some modern music. Tell me the male vocalist on each of these records. Here we go. Randy Romoff.
Bob Dylan.
No. Dorval.
The mask of the world resolved.
Kelly Smith.
Baldy.
No, it's Bruce Coburn. God bless the children. Try this.
Great jubilation, the some celebration beginning.
Randy Romoff.
Keith Hampshire.
No.
Total rejection to lies.
Wendy Tapley.
Deception and sin.
No, she doesn't know. It's Paul Anken. Jubilation. Try this.
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye, right. What's going on? Who's this?
Were you north by the ice-bound ocean?
Yes, David Barrett.
Lil Sedaka.
No. All right, Wendy.
Gordon Lightfoot.
No, it's Tom Rush, Merrimack County number 2. An art question here to try you. The following works are all important in the history of European art. Now, I'll tell you the artist. What I want you to tell me is the title of the work. This one was painted by Sandro Botticelli in 1482. There it is. What's it called? Anybody? Kelly Spence.
Venus de Milo.
No, it's the... no, I won't tell you because Herzliah has a chance. Elie Wiesel.
Portrait of a ballerina.
A ballerina? No, they usually wear a little more. That's the birth of Venus. All right, try this. Painted by Michelangelo. Elliot Wiesel.
The creation.
Judges?
God.
Close enough. The creation of man. All right, this is a British man. Elliot Wiesel.
Blue Boy.
Blue Boy by Gainsborough, yes. And this is a great work of Leonardo da Vinci. There, Bradley Romoff. He doesn't know. Dorval. Tim Colton.
Last Supper.
The Last Supper. That is right. That makes the score now. Herzliah 155, Dorval 90. Try you now on concert music. Tell me the composer who wrote each of these selections of music for the dance. Bradley Romoff.
Rimsky-Korsakov.
Oh. Kelly Spence.
Mendelssohn.
No, it's Brahms, Liebeslieder Waltz. Try this. Composer. Yes, Elliot Wiesel.
Beethoven.
No. Wendy Tepley.
Chopin.
Franz Liszt, Mephisto Waltz. And who is it? Bradley Romoff.
Strauss.
No. Wendy Tepley.
Mozart.
No, it's Beethoven. He wrote things like that, too. Minuet in G. One more. Yes, Bradley Romoff.
Tchaikovsky.
Oh, Dorval. Kelly Spence.
Liszt.
That one is Mozart, a minuet from Don Giovanni. And finally, in Sights and Sounds, we're going to show you some postage stamps. Tell me what country issued each of these. Here we go. Here's the first stamp. Country. Ross Leslie.
Sweden.
Sweden, yes. Next one. Anybody? What country, Ross?
Russia.
Yes. Next one. Country. Dave Barron.
Greece.
Greece is right. This country is what, Ross Leslie?
Switzerland.
You are right. One more. Here we go. Country, Ross.
Hungary.
Right. Another one. Anybody? Brian Clark.
Spain.
That is right. Very good on those stamps. Makes it a closer score. Look at that. Herzliah St. 175. Dorval 130.
Well, while our 8 competitors take a short break, a word about prizes. All 4 league winners will be given a reach-for-the-top leather briefcase. The Montreal champions will be awarded a gold wristwatch. And these annual winners will also be taking away a $1,000 scholarship. And they'll have possession of the CBC trophy for 1 year. Plus, they'll be representing Montreal at the national finals at Windsor, Ontario. And the runner-up team, by the way, on the Montreal season will be getting a $500 grant. Now, with more questions, once again, here's Bob Cadman.
Right you are, Mark Cote, and we have assigned questions right now, a set of 8, one for each of the students on the show. If the first person who tries it can't get it, it goes to the member of the other team sitting right above or right below. 10 points for first try, 5 points for second try. And this is all about Canadian history. For Elliot Wiesel, what explorer first discovered the site of Quebec City?
Champlain.
No, Kelly Spence.
Jacques Cartier.
That is right. Bradley Romoff, what was its Indian name, that settlement?
Hochelaga?
No, Wendy Tepley.
I don't know.
No, it is Stadacona. Brian Clark, who first established a European settlement there, Brian Clark?
Champlain.
That is right. And David Barron, in what year was that settlement established?
1608.
That is right. Very good. And now we move to the Dorval team there. Assigned questions. First for Kelly Spence. Who was the first settler at Quebec?
Champlain.
No. Elliot Wiesel?
Cartier.
No, it was Louis Hébert. Wendy Tepley, who founded Montreal?
Maisonneuve?
Right. Tim Colton, in what year was that?
1666.
No, Brian Clark.
1642.
That is right. Ross Leslie, in what year was the Quebec Conference held which led to Confederation?
16.
No, David Barron.
1865.
No, 1864. Missed it by a year, sorry. So that makes it Herzliah St. Laurent 200, Dorval 145. Now we have an open question, 10 points apiece, on composers. These are all composers of operettas, musicals, or popular music of some kind. See if you can identify them by their compositions. Who is the American born in 1928 who wrote the music entitled What the World Needs Now and Raindrops Keep Falling on My Ross Leslie?
Burt Bacharach.
Burt Bacharach is right. Name this man who, born in 1888, was responsible for Annie, Get Your Gun, and White Christmas. Ross.
I don't know.
He doesn't know. Herzliah, Elliot Wiesel.
Bing Crosby.
No, Irving Berlin. Name the composer of the theme music for the movies The Pink Panther and Breakfast at Tiffany's, Wendy Tepley.
Benny Mancini.
Right. Name the well-known American bandmaster and composer who wrote the marches Semper Fidelis, Washington Post, Elliot Wiesel.
Glenn Miller.
No, and Hands Across the Sea, Dorval. Kelly Spence.
Sousa.
John Philip Sousa is right. Makes it now Herzliah 200, Dorval 175. Making it a closer race here, here's an open question on the novels of Charles Dickens. In which of Dickens' novels do each of the following characters appear? Bill Sykes. Elliot Wiesel.
Oliver Twist.
Right. Wackford's...
David Copperfield.
No, Wackford Squeers, Dorval. Tim Colton.
Tale of Two Cities.
No, Nicholas Nickleby. Dora Spenlow. David Barron.
David Copperfield.
Yes. Philip Pierup. Elliot Wiesel.
Tale of Two Cities.
No, Dorval. Wendy Tuppett.
Oliver Twist?
No, Great Expectations. And John Jarndyce. Elliot Wiesel.
Tale of Two Cities.
No, Dorval. Kelly Spence.
David Copperfield.
Bleak House. Motion pictures and movie stars is our subject now. In 1974, the American Film Institute Life Achievement Award was given to whom? Ross Leslie.
James Cagney.
Yes. Name the title of the American film in which Jack Lemmon won the Best Actor Academy Award. Wendy Tepley.
Save the Tiger?
Right, 1973. In 1973, the Canadian Film Award for the Best Picture was given for what movie? Ross Leslie.
The Apprenticeship of Diddy Kravitz.
No, Herzliah. Time's up. It was called Slipstream. What was the name of Dorothy's dog in The Wizard of Elliot Wiesel?
Toto.
Toto, The Wizard of Oz. Right, Herzliah is 230. Dorval is 195. Here's a different subject now, botany. A flower consists of 4 whorls, or sets of parts. From each of the clues I give you, identify the individual parts of the flower. Identify the individual leaves forming the outermost whorl of the flower. Wendy Templey.
Calyx?
Yes, calyx or sepals. What is the name given to the combination of petals making up, David Barron?
I don't know.
He doesn't know making up each flower, Dorval. Wendy.
Receptacle?
No, it's the corolla. The third layer of whorls is collectively known as Brian Clark.
Petals.
No, collectively known as andrecium. What are they singularly known as, Dorval, Wendy Tepley?
Anthers?
No, stamens. The innermost and female layer of whorls, Elliot Wiesel.
Anthers.
No, is collectively known as the genesium. Give the singular name for the individual unit of the genesium, Dorval, Wendy Tepley.
Filament?
Oh, it's the carpels or the pistils. Next, we have a what century am I question. Same rules as a who am I, starting at 40 points. First clue. In this century, Rome annexed the islands of Sardinia and Corsica. What century, David Barron?
Third.
Can you be more specific? Third.
BC.
Pardon me?
BC.
Third BC is right for 40 points. That makes it Herzliah 270, Dorval 205. I had to have BC or AD in there. This question is on the Commonwealth, open 10 points apiece. In what country was the 1975 Commonwealth, Elliot Vizell? He doesn't know. 1975 Commonwealth Heads of Government Conference held. What country, Kelly Spence?
Canada.
Jamaica. Name the Secretary General of the Commonwealth at this time. No one knows. That is Shridath Ramphal. Ramphal is the former foreign minister of what country? Nobody knows. It's Guyana. Name the man whom Ramphal succeeded as Secretary General of the Commonwealth. Dave Barron.
Chamberlain.
No. Dorval. No one knows. That was Arnold Smith of Canada. Now we're going to take you sightseeing. In what city would I be if I visited each of these famous buildings? The Winter Palace. Wendy Tepley.
Moscow?
No. Herzliah, Dave Barron.
Petrograd.
That's right. That's the old name of Leningrad. You're right. The Parthenon. Elliot Bazell.
Athens.
Yes. The Sistine Chapel. Elliot.
Venice.
No. Dorval, Kelly Spence.
Vatican.
The Vatican, yes. The mosque now museum called Hagia or St. Sophia. What city? Brian Farr.
Jerusalem.
No. Dorval. Tim Colton.
Rome.
No. Istanbul. Now it's Herzliah 290, Dorval 215. So the buzzer's gone to wind up this part of the show, but we're not finished by any means yet. We have the short snappers coming up in just a moment. First, let's have a look at this.
Bringing you the news is a lot of sweat, but it's fun.
Saturday Super Movies will be on an hour later than usual tonight at 12:37 with the 1973 British drama The Hireling, starring Robert Shaw and Sarah Miles. Donald Lautrec is featured tomorrow at 10 on CBMT's variety show Sunday Morning. The popular singer-actor talks about his present career and has some funny anecdotes to tell about the days when he was an acrobat. CBC reporter Doreen Kays discusses her recent trip to Innsbruck and her plans for coverage of the Montreal Summer Olympics. That's Sunday morning, tomorrow at 10.
First time in North America, CBC FM brings you total surround sound, thanks to this revolutionary microphone shaped like a human head, the Kunstkopf. The best seat in the house puts you right in the middle of the action. All you need is a stereo FM radio and, for maximum effect, stereo earphones. Experience a new sound sensation. The best seat in the house is yours when you tune to CBC FM, Sunday nights at 10:03.
Now the short snappers, they're all open at 10 points apiece. Name the Chief Justice of the Canadian Supreme Court. Nobody knows. That is Bora Laskin. Canadian Indian Treaty Number 1 involved Indians of what province? Brian Clark.
Quebec.
No. Dorval. Tim Colton.
Manitoba.
Right. In science, the next largest state of matter after the atom is what? Ellie Pizzell.
Molecule.
Yes. 2 cubed times 3 minus 1 equals what? Tim Colton.
23.
Pardon me?
23.
That is right. Of what tribe was Attila the king? Ellie Pizzell.
The Huns.
Yes. Name the creator of the Playboy Empire. Wendy Tepley.
Hugh Hefner.
Yes. If you were born on August 5th, under what sign of the zodiac? Wendy Tepley.
Leo.
Are you a Leo? Don't
No.
answer that. Name the English woman who said on her deathbed, "All my possessions for a moment of time." Who said it? Ellie Pizzell.
Queen Elizabeth I.
That's right. How did he get that? If a woodchuck can chuck 1/2 chuck of wood in 3/4 of an hour, how many chucks can he chuck in an hour and a half? Brady Roma.
1.
No. Yes, that's right. One full chuck. Right. In astronomy, a circle with a cross in the center, dividing the circle into 4 parts. It's a symbol for Elie Wiesel what? He doesn't know. Symbol for what, Dorval? Elie Spence.
Yes.
The Earth. What city was the original home of the Beatles? Elie Wiesel.
Liverpool.
Yes, this is multiple choice. Louis Cyr was an inventor of farm implements, a muscle man, or a French Canadian with a David Barron.
B.
B,
Second
yes, that's right, a muscle man. What is the title of a recent Broadway musical about the son of Charlemagne? Brady Romoff.
Hello, Dolly.
Hello, Dolly. No, Dorval. It was Pippin. What name did the Norse sagas give to the eastern coast of North America? Time is up, and the game is over. And the final score: Herzliah St. Laurent 350, Dorval 255. The winner, Herzliah High School of St. Laurent. And our congratulations to Elliot Wiesel there with Bob Dylan on his chest. Bob Dylan didn't help. Bradley Romoff, Brian Clark, and David Barron, and also your team counselor, Mrs. Sorrel Neymar. And our thanks to the Dorval team for a very good performance. You got a lot of points there. You should feel very good about yourselves. Let's hear it for Dorval High School. Well, we had a good show tonight. We'll have another one week from today, so be sure to join us then. I'm Bob Cadman. See you in 7 days. Here's Mark Cote.
So Herzliah's done it. Herzliah St. Laurent going up here to meet Malcolm Campbell 2 weeks from today. And next week, of course, we're looking forward to meeting again the teams from Lachine and Wager as they meet right here for the second time. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? About as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Got the question and the answer. My name's Mark Cody. That's all the time we have for today. We'll see you next week at this time when more students meet to compete on Reach for the Top.